hope Dad didn't hear the joke I told my friends. It was pretty funny, but I don't think he would have liked it.
If it's a joke you don't want your dad to hear, then is it really a joke you should be telling? It's a great day here at Keys for Kids, and I hope that you're doing well. As always, I'm Zach, and as always, I'm glad that you're here. I love telling jokes and laughing at other people's jokes, but I've heard a lot of jokes that I just didn't feel right about. Sometimes the joke might make fun of the way someone looks or some of the things that they can't do. Have you ever heard a joke like that? Maybe you've told them yourself so you could get a good laugh from your friends. But that kind of joke hurts other people instead of showing them God's love. Follow Ephesians 4:29, which says, "Don't use foul or abusive language. Let everything you say be good and helpful so that your words will be an encouragement to those who hear them." Our story today is entitled, Not Funny. Hey, did you guys hear the one about the man with a wooden leg? Mitch asked when some of his friends were over. He proceeded to tell a joke he'd overheard at school, a bad one he knew he shouldn't repeat, but he wanted to impress his friends. They thought it was hilarious. As they roared with laughter, Mitch's dad walked past the room. "Oh no," Mitch thought when he saw Dad frown. "I hope Dad didn't hear that joke." After his friends left, Mitch wandered into the kitchen. "Hey!" he yelled, staring in horror at a poster he was working on for history class. It was on the table, and his little sister had colored green mustaches on the faces he had carefully drawn. When Teagan saw Mitch looking at it, she started to giggle. "It's not funny," Mitch roared, but Teagan kept on laughing. Dad came to see what the trouble was. "Dad, look what Teagan did, and she thinks it's funny." Dad immediately sent Teagan to her room. "Teagan doesn't realize how important that poster is to you," Dad said. "She thinks green mustaches are a good joke." Mitch scowled. "Well, I don't. I'm going to have to redo the whole thing." "I'm sorry, Mitch, but maybe you can learn something from this." Dad leaned against the countertop. "I'm wondering if you sometimes laugh at things that aren't funny. I didn't clearly hear the joke your friends found so funny, but I noticed you looked embarrassed when you saw me." Mitch blushed, but he was relieved his dad hadn't heard the whole joke. "You know it's wrong to laugh at someone because of the way they look or talk or because they're unable to do something," Dad continued. "Whenever you laugh at something that's hurtful or wrong, or when you make fun of something that's private, it's sort of like painting green mustaches on things God has made. If you're as childish as Teagan, you might think it's funny, but how do you think Jesus feels about it? Does he think it's funny to laugh at sin or make fun of people he died on the cross for?" "No," Mitch said quietly. "God has given us so many good things to laugh about," Dad said. "Let's thank him for that and be satisfied with them." So what about you? What kind of things do you laugh about? Have you heard jokes that make fun of people or things that are personal and private? Did you think those jokes were funny? God wants you to have fun and laugh, but he would never laugh at anything that was hurtful or embarrassing to you or anyone else. He loves us way too much to do that. So laugh at things that Jesus would laugh at too. Our key verse is Ephesians 5:4.
Obscene stories, foolish talk, and coarse jokes. These are not for you. Instead, let there be thankfulness to God.
And our key thought today, hurtful humor isn't funny. Countdown to Christmas with Keys for Kids Radio's Advent cards. Starting December 1st, find each day's story on the card, talk with your family through the questions, and ask God to help you apply the verse to your life. Get the Advent cards at keysforkids.net and tap Countdown in the menu.